the ruck.
It
isn't.
Once again.
Langford's in the centre square, but he's there as a midfielder.
Howard and Martin did battle in the ruck. One out by Greensborough, though. Will Mitchell sends the ball forward. Glenn underneath it. Wanted a free kick. Did well to get the ball at ground level, though. Handballs off to Andrew Narco. He fumbled it where he shouldn't have. And Justin Curry retrieves for the Bears. Will ball it up.
That's
Andrew
right.
Narco
A good handball out by Glenn, but his teammate just needed to one grab it, which he didn't do.
Tapping it forward is Martin. Good pressure underneath from Commandeur. We'll ball it up once more.
Yeah, and that by the way, that was a change, putting Langford in the centre for the Bears as a midfielder, not a ruckman.
Martin fresh-aired it, but it was retrieved by Perugini, and he pumps the ball out for Banyule. Good mark by Max Jones. Took a good chest mark out in front of Compt. Ball sent forward to Sire. He's got it now. On the paint of the 50, Liam Sire. Does he have a shot, or does he look to pass?
Well, that's good work by Jones. Good mark, and he also found a player in space. So Sire would be kicking from just outside 50, I would think. He seems pretty confident.
Liam Sire will line up for the Bears' second of the day. This would be the perfect start to this third quarter for Banyule. Liam Sire hobbles in. His kick, he decides to go for the passing option, and Max Jones found a heap of space where there shouldn't have been. What an awesome pass from Liam Sire.
Yeah, and Max Jones was the guy who kicked it to him. So he's drifted forward. So I think what's happened is Greensborough have manned up all the normal forwards, and Jones just snuck into his space. And Sire, very patient, nice kick. And Jones would be kicking from about 25, 30 out on a slight angle, but not too severe.
Max Jones now to get the second goal for Banyule. He passed it to Sire. Sire said, I'll give you back the return. Max Jones strolls in. His kick is up. And it's through. An important goal for Banyule. Can this start their comeback? Max Jones kicks the second for the Bears. His first of the day.
Well, it's exactly what they needed. I mean, they're a long way behind. And we were talking in the break. If they can kick two or three, get two or three back, then they'll consider themselves going to three-quarter time with momentum and some sort of chance. They're a long way off. They kick one. That's a great start. Like Max Jones deserved that goal so much. He took a great mark. He found Sire with a nice kick, and then so he deserved, in a sense, to be able to get that back and snap the goal.
34-point lead for Greensborough, but it was a good start to the quarter by Banyule. Tap forward by Howard, and Tom Mitchell sends the ball inside the forward 50 for the Borough once more. Brindley was there, but Collins decides to go the kick off the ground to get it out. Good retreat by Ben Ham, though. He sweeps the handball back to McCubbin, who chips one out wide. It was good play, good smart play from Greensborough. And now they do have it in front of their interchange gates on that far side. He sends the ball inside the forward 50. Underneath it, Garrard couldn't take the mark. K. Roos went up. Glenn retrieved it on the ground. He handballs to Zach McCubbin. Sweeps a tap back out wide to Ham, who's tackled instantly. The umpire gave him the benefit of the doubt, though. He tried to fend off one. It'll be a ball up.
Yeah, that's right. It would have been perhaps a little bit tough to ping him.
Ball's tossed up once more. Howard with the left hand taps it forwards. Umpires found a high free kick going the way of Greensborough. Just see who was the recipient of that one, as there is a big pack of players. It looks to be going the way of Brody Glenn.
And Glenn would be 30 out on probably a 30-degree angle. Very kickable goal for a player of his skill.
He's had one-sided today already, has the Greensborough goal sneak. He's got 20 goals so far this season, the most for the Borough. Brody Glenn tosses the ball up to ping one back after Banyule got that first of the quarter. Brody Glenn starts his mark up now. 30 metres out, slide angle. Glenn comes in with the right boot. His kick is up, and it is to the far side.
And he never looked happy as soon as that went off the boot. A bit of a let-off for Banyule, because last time when they got their other goal, the Borough kicked a goal straight away almost. So Banyule would need to be able to take advantage of this lucky break.
Riley has it now right in front of us on this broadcast side. He decides to go inboard with the central ball high inside War Memorial Park, and it was just cut off there by Tom Mitchell. Poor kick from Jackson Riley. There was about 4 Greensborough players in the hole as he goes wide to Jackson Davies, who's having an awesome game, as we've mentioned a few times so far today. Davies chips it wide, looks for Commandeur, but actually missed him off the boot. It's picked up now for Banyule. They move it through Poole. He looks to go inboard. Handballs to Kilcullen. He gives back to Poole. Streaming through the middle of the ground. Chipping ball, left foot ball is good. Umpire waves play on, though. Not 15 for Owen. He goes back to Poole. He's had it a few times in this possession. Langford streams the ball inside the forward 50, but it's cut off by Eastwood.
Yeah, that last kick, they moved the ball pretty well through the middle of the ground, but that last kick was a shocker.
Eastwood goes to Johnston. He chips one over the top. Will Mitchell dropped what he should have taken. Picked up by Collins. He went to ground, though. And we'll ball it up again.
That's right. Actually, good movement through the middle of the ground by Banyule, so they are looking a little bit better this term.
Umpire balls it up again. Martin slaps it forward with the right hand. Can Curry keep it in before the boundary line? He does. Good pressure provided by Andronako, though. And he sees the ball out of bounds once more. 7-8, 50 plays 2-3, 15 early stages, third term.
Yeah, and the Banyule fans will be looking for them to bridge that gap so that they've started well. Let's see if they can string a few goals together, which is what they really need to do.
Howard took it out of the ruck with no contest. Mitchell handballs to brother Will. He sends the ball forward looking for Brindley. He was at the front of the pack. Well done by Collins. Perugini got taken to ground. Pressure provided by Fitzgerald. Coming in hard was Curry. And they do retreat now through K-Roos. He sends the ball forward for Banyule. Good contest provided. Greensborough retreat and can send the ball forward. Perugini drops what he should have taken. Collins can retreat though. He handballs to Sherd. Back inside Kilcullen. Good pressure provided by Tom Mitchell. We'll see a ball up again in the centre of the ground.
Yeah, and Banyule just not quite clean enough with their possession there. They should have been inside forward 50.
Umpire tosses it into the Greensborough sky. Martin taps it down with the right hand. Velasaris was there but couldn't gain a clear possession. Did well with Langford. He's sweeping handball out to Velasaris. Kicks it back in board. It's cut off though by James McCubbin. Nice intercept mark once again. He goes central. Looking for Will Mitchell. Attacking the contest hard. Well done. K-Roos underneath. We'll ball it up once more.
K-Roos there got taken. He was smart to hang on to that ball because he didn't have a prior, and if he'd let the ball get out, the Borough would have swept it forward.
Howard down with the left hand. Martin picks it up, tackled by his direct opponent, Howard, instantly. And we'll ball it up again. About 7 minutes gone in this third term. Martin, Howard, they do battle. Ball moved forward by Curry. And a good mark taken by Max Jones.
Oh, Max Jones has been the star of the show this term for the Bears. That was just a kick in hope. He was under great pressure. He had no idea where it was going, but Jones was smart enough to get to the drop of the ball, be kicking from about right on 50 and almost directly in front.
This is kickable for Jones. He's just told to move to the side a bit. Wouldn't want to see him strolling on the wrong side of the mark. Max Jones comes in. He'll be kicking from about 35, as Doug said. Jones's kick is up. And it's to the right, but it's good. Goal umpire had to work for it a bit, but it's there. He's got his second of the quarter, and there's a bit of momentum now for Banyule.
Well, yeah, all thanks to Max Jones. I mean, he's been fantastic. He's been nailing his shots at goal. He's been winning contested marks. He's been passing off to teammates. And we might have a game here. It's still 29 points down, but if they can get another one, they would be feeling confident and have momentum.
Good effort from Banyule to string 2 goals in a row. 29-point deficit for the Bears. Can they shrink that even further? Howard underneath. Flying kick. Umpire waves play on though. Nothing too rough. Hassler and the free kick is going the way of Banyule now. Tim Martin, it looks like.
Yeah, maybe for an incorrect tackle.
Martin sends the ball inside the forward 50 for Banyule once more. Who's under it? It's Jackson Davies for Greensborough. Another intercept mark to his tally. He sends the ball wide. Ham, chipping ball over the top. Looking for Howard, who takes a nice mark with hot pressure provided by Collins. That was well done by Howard. He chips one forward, looking for Tom Mitchell. Couldn't take the mark. Hassler retrieves for Greensborough. Sends a high ball into the sky towards a forward 50. Daniel Chenko underneath. Couldn't take the mark. Well done there by Nielsen. He can't pick it up. Pressure provided by Glenn. And he's now taken over the bear. It's a high contact free kick going the way of Brody Glenn.
And he is right on the boundary about 20 metres out, but he has had a bit of a cider because he had a shot a little bit easier angle just from this pocket a little while ago. A bit unusual to see Tom Mitchell as a marking target in that little forward thrust by the Borough.
Brody Glenn, he looks like he's going to shape up for an around-the-body snap. This will be a tough kick. Brody Glenn lines it up. It is an awesome kick, though. And he says to the Greensborough faithful, how about that?
Yeah, that's fantastic, Bob. I reckon he's actually probably done that at training many a time. He looked like it was the easiest kick in the world. However, he missed a much more easy shot just before. But that's a good reply by Greensborough, and their fans will be feeling a bit more comfortable now. We've got a goal. Maybe we can then zip away from them once more.
8-8, please. 3-3, 56-21. Good goal by Brody Glenn. Just stems the flow of that early Banyule momentum in this third term. We've gone about 10 minutes in this quarter. Greensborough will be just looking off to see off one more possible push for the Bears and bring this one home comfortably. Howard with the right hand taps it down. Umpire said free kick though. Going the way of Banyule. It's going to Tim Martin. He sends the ball inside the forward 50 for Banyule once more. Jones stands underneath it and takes a nice mark. He held off Zach Hart well. Used his left hand.
He has been the absolute star of this quarter, Jones. I mean, the Banyule fans will be wrapped to him. He's single-handedly giving them some sort of chance in this game.
Jones used his left arm to feign off the bodywork of Zach Hart, and he took his mark with the right arm and his chest. Max Jones will line up. About 45 metres out on a 45-degree angle. It's a tough kick, but he's riding confidence at the moment.
That's right. He's starting from about 80 metres out when he's run up here.
Max Jones' kick is up. Goal umpire stands under it. It just goes across the face, though. McFawn just sees it over to make sure there was no issues on the goal line. 34-point lead now for Greensborough. But Banyule showing signs that they can put a score on the board here in this second half.
Yeah, and while it's been Max Jones doing all the scoring pretty much down that end, it's been Brody Glenn to score all of Greensborough's score up the other end.
Johnston brings it forward to Compt. He sends the ball down the line to McCubbin. They're working it well now at Greensborough. Where does McCubbin go from here? He looks to go send it high into the Greensborough sky on this broadcast wing. Underneath it was Langford. Well done for Banyule. High tackle on Danielchenko. A bit eager was Tim Martin there. Danielchenko moves it on. Compt sends a ball inside the forward 50 for the Borough once again, but it's cut off by Jackson Riley.
Yeah, and that's what Banyule's been doing. A poor kick inside forward 50. There was not much chance of anything positive happening with that kick.
Riley's chipping ball is good to Collins. Can they move it from here, the Bears? Collins will send it out wide, though. To Nielsen, chipping ball over the top is poor.
Oh.
He just sends it out on the full with no pressure at all.
Yeah, and he had a teammate like about 20 metres in the clear, and he just booted it. Not only was it out of bounds, the ball was over the fence. Like it was just an absolute shocker of a kick.
Grubby kick there for the Bears, and Ham will pump it back in for the Borough. Chipping ball is good to Zach McCubbin. He's probably just about where Brody Glenn had his shot, maybe a bit further out.
Yeah, this is a very difficult kick, and maybe Brody Glenn might be a bit more of a sharpshooter from the angle. But let's see what McCubbin's able to do here.
Zach McCubbin looking for the Borough's ninth of the day and their second of the quarter, just to take away all that damage that Banyule did to the lead. Zach McCubbin. He strolls in now. It's a slow build-up. His kick is up. And it looks like it's gone through. It has. There was bodies everywhere. Couldn't really understand what was going on the goal line, but it has sailed through. It was an awesome kick from Zach McCubbin.
Yeah, that's a very good kick for goal. But I got to say, he did not look confident when it left the boot, but it must have just swung back a little bit and gone through the big sticks. And now the lead is 40 points again, like it was at half time. So a good fight back by the Borough to re-establish their dominance.
Back out to a 40-point lead. As Doug just mentioned, Banyule will be ruining the fact that it's gone out to 40 so quickly once more. Underneath it, Velasaris gained possession. It's picked up by Martin. He sweeps the handball out wide, but it's cut off by Greensborough. It's with Compt now. Left foot ball, looking for Fitzgerald, who did really well. Used the bodywork well. Hassler, his handball is cut off though. Danielchenko sweeps one out, but it's cut off by Nielsen. He sends the ball forward for Banyule. Standing under it is Davies and takes another mark.
And that would be, I don't know, umpteen. We'll call it officially on the stat sheet, umpteen intercept marks. He's been fantastic.
Davey chips it short to Johnston. Looks for an option. Compt provides the lead. Johnson Doesn't use it, though. He decides to go inboard with Bolton. He sends the ball out wide. Andronako now has it on the far wing. They move it forward again.
Now, that movement's just a bit too easy. Banyule need to pick up the loose man here.
Ball is sent towards the forward 50. Riley did well at the front of the pack and just sees it over.
Unfortunately for Banyule, they did manage to clog up the defensive 50 there to prevent an easy mark inside forward 50. I'd say actually Banyule's had the better of this term, but it's just there's been a couple of brilliant shots at goal from the Borough players.
Ball to be tossed back in once again inside Greensborough's forward 50. Brinley and Martin to do battle. It's a high boundary throw in. Martin stands underneath it with the left hand. Ball towards the top of the square for Greensborough. Riley will stand under it and see it through with a double fist.
And that was a photo finish. I reckon he got that ball probably a few centimetres just inside the line. So good defence by him.
Jackson Riley did well to see that one over. And Collins will bring it back in for Banyule. He was going to send it along this broadcast side. Inboard though. Jones stands underneath it. Davies did well, and he's been paid the mark. Probably didn't get first hands to it, but he's been given the mark by the umpire.
Looked a bit clumsy, but he managed to grab hold of it before it hit the ground, so well done to him.
Jackson Davies sends the ball inside the forward 50 for Greensborough. Once again, there's a large pack of players. One really could win out that time. Ball's on the ground. Danilchenko sends a high ball. It looks like it's a free kick going the way of the Bears for a push in the back. It is.
Yeah, that's right. That was a very congested forward line. So Banyule had done well to get that congestion when Greens were getting the ball forward. But now they need to make sure that they do well on the counter attack and get some score on the board the other way.
Velasaris streams away from one tackle, handballs over the top to Poole. He's been corralled well by Davies, and he handballs it straight into Davies' hands, and it goes over the boundary line. He's having a stellar game.
Well, we had Tom Mitchell as best on the ground at half-time. Davies is really pressuring him for that title, I think. He's been just absolutely a great defender.
Ball to be tossed back in on centre wing. 17 gone, third term. Greensborough with a 41-point lead. Martin tried to kick it out of midair. It falls the way of Greensborough, though. Andronako, Hassler. He handballs without looking to Johnson. It doesn't really sit up for him. K. Roos, he taps it forward, but he can't gain anything clean either. Ganino's in underneath it. The ball does find out, though. They move it by hand to Greensborough. Fisher sends the handball. Andronako, ball over the top. Danilchenko. Is he too far out to score? He's on the paint of the 50 probably.
He should go back and have a shot. He's about 40, 45 out on about a 45-degree angle. And I think his teammates have talked him into it. He was looking forward to try and get a chip into a better position to someone else, but nothing eventuated. A great handball out earlier on by Will Mitchell out into space, which helped Greensborough go forward here.
Logan Danilchenko is looking for his first of the day and to really extend this lead out for Greensborough. Slow build-up. He will kick from about 45. Tough angle, but is gettable. His kick is up, but it is to the left-hand side.
Never looked like hitting the target.
42-point lead for the Borough. 9-10-64 plays 3-4-22.
Now, if we're talking about a Banyule win here, they've had a great start to this quarter, but they've actually dropped behind a couple of points now. They need to get back and nail a couple of goals.
K. Roos sends a high ball out on the far wing. Jones stands underneath it, couldn't take the mark. Owen there as well for the Bears. Couldn't gain clean possession, and now Mitchell has it. Sweeping handball out wide, looking for Compt. Can he get there before the boundary line? No. Boundary line wins out that time.
And we're also still looking for Velasaris to lift. He's done a couple of things this quarter, but if he could lift his game, that would be big help for Banyule.
High boundary throw in once again. Brindley stands underneath it, as does Martin. Martin wins the tap out that time to Velasaris. Curry. He's done in a good tackle by Brindley. Umpire let him have it, though. Ham underneath it, and there's Greensborough bodies moving forward, but the boundary line wins that race once more. 42-point lead for Greensborough as we just clock towards 20 minutes here in this third term.
Yeah, there's not all that long to go, and for Banyule's sake, they really need 2 or 3 before three-quarter time if they're looking at winning this game.
Brindley gets to the front of the pack and taps it down with 2 hands. Ball's in dispute, though. Martin tries to deep down and get it. We'll ball it up again. In beautiful conditions here out at War Memorial Park. It is Greensborough by 7 goals, and the faithful will be loving this one today. As they try to leap towards September action, Martin taps it with the right hand, but it finds Tom and then Will Mitchell. Andronako tries to fend off one tackle. He handballs it forward to Johnston. Now it's with McCubbin. James McCubbin strolls in. His kick is up, but it's to the left-hand side again.
Yeah, he was under a bit of pressure in that shot, but nonetheless, it was a very good handball out by his teammate, giving him a chance.
Out to 43 now, the lead for the Borough. Be brought back in by Collins, just waiting for the ball to be retrieved. It is now. 20 and a half gone, third term. Not too much longer left. We've only seen 2 goals apiece this quarter. Collins brings it out towards the far side, standing underneath it, and a good mark taken there.
Yeah, good sure hands.
By Jack Langford.
Yeah, Langford.
Chipping ball over the top. Here's poor. Davies underneath it, but the ball didn't sit up for him very well. It's set up, though, for Ganino. He sends a high ball forward. Sire stands underneath it and takes a good lunging mark. Umpire wave play on, though. It goes back. Good goal in the end by Luke Robertson.
Yeah, that was good passage of play there. They just kept surging the ball forward, and Robinson was able to finish it off. So there you go. Now they actually have won the term narrowly. So they need to get another 1 or 2 before three-quarter time if they're to pull off a miracle comeback win.
37-point lead for the Borough, but it was well done by Luke Robertson. Sort of just found the ball in crumbing space and had a shot, and it went straight through the middle. 37-point lead for the Borough.
Yeah, and Braden O'Connor, I don't know, it looked to me like a clean mark. Maybe it was touch off the boot, but anyway, he did well to react under that pressure and get the handball out to a guy in space.
Ball will be tossed up again. Martin wins it out that time with the left hand. Tom Mitchell underneath it, but it's retrieved by Brinley, and now Andronako sends it inside the forward 50 for the Borough once again. Good mark, though, by Joel Perugini. Did well out in front of Marty Fitzgerald.
Yeah, and we had Valasaris and Tom Mitchell going head-to-head there, so maybe Banyule have made that move.
Ball out wide for the Bears. Umpire wave play on, didn't give Langford the mark. His kick is cut off now by Bolton, and Greensborough sent it inside forward 50 once again. Trying to take the mark at the back of the pack was Fisher, but the ball trickles over for a rush behind.
Yeah, Fisher looked likely to mark that, so it was good defence by the Bears there to get it over the line.
Ball to be brought back in now. Davies pumps it out. Collins it was out on that far wing. Good attack by Bolton, but it finds Banyule hands. He's kicking to the middle of the ground. Davies tried to trap it, but couldn't. Ganino sends the ball forward. Jones in a one-on-one. Did well with the body contact. Couldn't take the mark with the right hand. Ben Hart does well to sock it off the ground and get it out of there. Robertson there for the Bears. He's caught by James McCubbin. And it looks like the ball's in dispute. It does wave play on, though. Davies out to Tom Mitchell. Back to Davies. He feigns one handball and sends one out on the wing to Brodie Glenn. That was a good retreat from Jackson Davies.
Yeah, that's right. And he found someone with his pass there, which is excellent.
Good ball inside from Glenn and a nice lunging mark taken by Will Mitchell. Brother Tom in the vicinity as well. Will Mitchell, he says he's going to send it long.
Yeah, Brother Tom probably expecting the handball there, but it didn't occur.
Will Mitchell towards the top of the goal square for Greensborough. Standing underneath it was Collins for the Bears. Kick over his body from Andronako. Just across the face of goal, though.
Yeah, good little snap there by Andronako. Didn't have much time. Didn't miss by much.
9-13. Plays 4-4. 39-point lead for the Borough. Ball is pumped back in. It's a good cut-off mark, though.
Yeah,
we'll
it was a poor kick from the kick-out. There was nobody in the vicinity when the Greensborough player marked it.
Bolton has it. Umpire waves him to play on. He sends a ball inside the 50 once more for the Borough. Underneath it, good rove. Fitzgerald, he's missed to the left as well.
Yeah, and that ball went right through the pack, and Fitzgerald was the only player anywhere near. But, of course, by the time he got it, there was Banyule defenders pressuring him.
Opportunities are plenty for Greensborough here at the end of this third quarter, but they're just not converting where they would like.
Yeah, they could have gone with a big lead, but they're just not nailing those shots at goal.
It's with Ollie Poole. He sends a left foot ball out on this broadcast side. Good cut-off mark. Intercept once again from Jackson Davies. He sends a ball back to McCubbin. They might look to just see out this quarter, Greensborough. Don't want to take anything too risky going into three-quarter time. McCubbin chips one back to Jack Johnston.
Yeah, well, they can afford to play a bit of tempo football here because a 40-point lead going into three-quarter time, they'd feel pretty safe that they can have a decent win up with that lead.
Johnston sends a high ball towards the paint of the 50. Danielchenko stands underneath it. Well done by Nielsen. Good rove, though, from Marty Fitzgerald. His handball inside to Andrew Narco. Tries to feign one tackle, but couldn't. And now it'll be cut off. Velasaris couldn't pick it up off the ground. Now they move it through the centre. Pantaloni, Matthew it was. His handball is moved forward, but it's cut off. Well done by Josh Bolton. Good providing pressure, though. We'll ball it up once more in the centre of War Memorial Park.
Just looking there at Commandoo, he looked like he was struggling to get up there before, but no, he's right now. I think we've got through unscathed without any injuries to both teams so far, which is good news for the clubs.
Will Mitchell goes in hard, but he's tackled. 25 and a half gone, third term.
And we are back to exactly a 40-point lead as we had at half-time.
Umpire tosses it up again. No real winner out of the middle. Tom Mitchell does well to rove, and now it's with Hassler. His handball out to McCubbin. Forward handball again to Commandeur. He looks for Danielchenko. Well done by Nielsen. Had good body position, but the umpire said he pushed. Probably just a little unlucky.
A little bit unlucky there. The defender in Nielsen, I thought he did all right in that.
Danielchenko sends it inside forward 50, but a good intercept mark on the third juggle by Jackson Riley. Looks to move it on quickly. It's a risky kick. Good fist at the back of the pack from Howard. It finds Hassler. He can't gain clean possession. It's picked up for the Bears. They move it now by K. Roos, and he tries to just pump it out of there. Foot race now between Davies and Sire. Davies gets there first, picks it up well, and sends a high ball into the sky towards the paint of the 50. Underneath, Danielchenko dumped up high, couldn't take the mark. McCubbin, Johnston tries to send the ball forward, but couldn't. It was a good smother off the boot. And now by Curry, they boot it out once more. Sire there. Good teamwork, though, from Greensborough. Davies has it. His handball will be cut off, though. They move it through the centre of the ground, looking for Jones. Can't take the mark.
And
the umpire's giving him a free kick for holding the man.
Yeah, we're a long way away, but there might have been a grab there. And actually, we talked about Riley giving a very risky kick into the defensive 50. I didn't mind it. You need goals. No point going to the boundary line and playing safe. You need to take a few risks here. Wouldn't this be a great quarter for Jones if he can nail his third?
Max Jones is looking for his third goal and the fourth for the Bears. As the siren does sound here at War Memorial Park, Jones will kick after the siren.
Let's hope he doesn't run off his line here. We've had enough of that in the AFL in the last couple of weeks.
He's about 35 on a slight angle, 35 out. Jones comes in. His right foot kick is up, and it is through. It was a pure kick off the boot.
It never looked like missing from the moment it left the boot. So, look, I mean, Nicholas, that's a good quarter for Banyule. It's not a quarter that's going to put them in a position to win the game, but they did win the quarter. They stemmed the damage. They could have easily been 50 or 60 points down at this stage. Their coach will be pleased with that. Can they pull off a miracle win? I don't think so, but at least they've won the quarter.
And it's good to see that. They kicked the first two, then Greensborough kicked the next two and could have definitely run away with it, but Banyule held strong, albeit Greensborough is peppering inside forward 50s, as we will just go around the grounds once more, and it is Bundura